Welcome to Tubeisode 5 of Piyp. I'm your host, Mike Duke. Now, this is a very special Tubeisode because you see, now normally I said I wasn't going to talk about wrestling anymore, pro wrestling. But I feel that this needs to be said. Commentators are meant to call a match. Like Jim Ross, Joey Styles, all those good commentators. I believe Gorilla Monsoon, all those good commentators. Even Jerry Lawler used to call a match. But the one guy that does the worst job as a commentator, Michael Cole. Could you do a worse job, really? Michael Cole always harps on everybody for making mistakes, but when he makes it, it's no big deal, right? Like when he said, Batista is the woman's champion. That was stupid. And he's always talking about how Daniel Bryan is a nerd. First of all, how can you be a nerd when you don't watch you don't watch television shows? You're not you don't use the internet that much. I mean, nerds are supposed to be sort of like, they tend to know certain things about certain topics, whatever, but nerds aren't like that. He calls him a nerd because of his vegan lifestyle and all that. And you know what? Maybe Daniel Bryan doesn't want to wolf down about 100 cheeseburgers. Maybe Daniel Bryan doesn't maybe Daniel Bryan doesn't want to live that way. Maybe he wants to live healthy. And, the thing about Michael Cole is, he's just dumb. And as a character, he's the worst heel character ever. Because, you see, here's the thing. Commentators aren't really supposed to be heels anyways. They're supposed to call matches. They're supposed to talk about the matches. And talk about the upcoming matches and the upcoming pay-per-views. And all that stuff. But Michael Cole just rambles on about random stuff. And I'm tired of him bragging about being undefeated at WrestleMania because he tapped out, okay? He tapped out. How are you going to have Michael Cole lose at WrestleMania and then the GM reverses the decision? The Anonymous GM, ever since being announced, made that show unwatchable. It truly did. And the fact that people actually referred to that character as a face, no. That character was a heel. In fact, it was the most controversial general manager in history. And Michael Cole, he's ridiculous. Michael Cole will say stupid stuff and then nobody pays attention. But when Booker T rambles on about something, we gotta jump on him for some reason. Booker T is a former maybe 6-time champion. He's a former 6-time world champion. What has Michael Cole done? Michael Cole has never done anything. Michael Cole tapped out to an ankle lock at WrestleMania. And now he says he's undefeated because of the anonymous GM. That's just stupid. I'm tired of hearing it. And I hear that he's a playable character in WWE 12. What a joke. Really? Like, they could have given that to so many other people. They could have given that to so many other people. And there are so many characters that don't even get to make the cut in the WWE games. Why not add someone new? You know, it's sorry. It's sad, really. You know, there's so many characters that don't get to make the cut. I can't name any off the top of my head, but if you would, and you know, every little bit helps, please comment below and tell me what superstars am I thinking of that don't usually make the cut in the games. There are a lot of superstars that don't get to be in the games. You know, there are a lot of superstars that don't get to be in the games because of the fact that they were either injured or THQ just doesn't know how to make them. But you know, it's fine, whatever. You know, what I would really want to see is what I would really want to see in a future game is a celebrity roster. Simply because I'd want to have Chris Jericho Chris Jericho and Big Show take revenge on Mayweather and Mickey Rourke. I would want to see that. But whatever. Back to the Michael Cole thing. Michael Cole is the sorriest excuse for a commentator. He slaps Daniel Bryan, and then when he gets slapped, he gets offended. It's just stupid. And you know, his antics are just dumb. Like, do your job. Do your fucking job. Seriously, it's not that hard to announce a match, okay? And someone please get him off Raw. Give him the boot and put him back on SmackDown, because I'm tired of seeing him on Raw. I'm tired of seeing him brag about his WrestleMania victory that didn't really happen. You know, I'm tired of hearing him brag about other things. I'm tired of him calling himself the voice of the WWE just because he's on the signature. Everybody's on the signature. You got John Cena. I believe Undertaker's on there. I don't know. Everybody's on the signature, but they don't brag on it. Hell, Jim Ross used to be on the signature of the show. You don't hear him say, you never heard him say that he was the voice of the WWE. But many people could argue that he most likely was. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler were the best commentators of the 21st century, even the 20th century. It's a shame that Michael Cole has to ruin the dynamic of them reuniting. Michael Cole has ruined the partnership of Michael Cole and Jim Ross. Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross, I'm sorry. Michael Cole has ruined the partnership of Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross. I'm sorry for that, it happens. But at least I'm man enough to admit that I sometimes botch, okay? At least I'm man enough to admit that. Michael Cole just rambles on, and he says stupid things, and no one ever puts him in his place for it. It's just ridiculous. Oh, but we can put Josh Matthews and Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross and even Booker T in their places when they mess up. That's hypocrisy, okay? Michael Cole is not the center of that show. Michael Cole is not the center of the company. Just because he's a company man does not make it right that Michael Cole doesn't get called out on some of this stuff. It's just stupid. And he talked about Daniel Bryan's YouTube videos. And the thing is, Daniel Bryan, he's only had like 3 YouTube videos so far. But, didn't Michael Cole essentially, wasn't Michael Cole in a video on YouTube? But it was a television show, so whatever. He talked about NXT and all that. But it's stupid, man. And he talked about Ted DiBiase being a nerd because, being a geek because he had a Twitter. Michael Cole has a Twitter. Why does no one mention that? Michael Cole has a Twitter, so wouldn't that make him a geek? Wouldn't that make him a geek? He's so stupid. All this hypocrisy going on. It's retarded. And I apologize for that word, but there's no other way to describe this stupidity. It's ridiculous. I'm tired of hearing Michael Cole. I'm tired of hearing his voice. I'm tired of hearing him talk about his WrestleMania victory. I'm tired of hearing about him, talk about other things. Being a knight. He was knighted by the fake Queen Elizabeth. Are you serious? Could this guy get any more obnoxious? He is taking his heel character way too far. He claims that no one has ever respected him. You know what? That part is almost true. You see, no one ever really respected him. But the thing is, he never really earned respect. And besides, you're a commentator, Cole. You're a commentator. You don't need respect to do your job. Your job is not that hard. You just talk about the matches. Sure, you have to have a good speaking voice and you have to be a good speaker, but it's not that hard. All you need is a ton of charisma and a good voice. That's all you need. And luckily, Jim Ross has had that for years. He's had that going for years. But, making fun of Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler is just stupid. And they have been making it look like all year that there's going to be a Booker T versus Michael Cole match. And I seriously hope that doesn't happen. Come on, end this already. End this stupidity. Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler was the most ridiculous and pointless match ever. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing that happen. Stop getting Jerry Lawler in the ring. Stop promoting Michael Cole's in-ring status. Just cut it out. I hope that someone beats the holy crap out of him at WrestleMania so he can shut up about his undefeated streak. Because that is a non-existent streak. In the record books, it will say that he is 1-0 at WrestleMania. But you know what? Everyone who was there live and everyone who witnessed watching the pay-per-view, anyone who watched that pay-per-view or saw it live will know the truth. Michael Cole is an ingrate. Sure, he may be nice in real life, but his character is stupid. And people say that WWE isn't as bad as TNA. Look, you don't see Mike Tenay fighting Taz, okay? You don't see that in TNA. You will never see that in TNA because that is the one storyline that they will never copy. That is the Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole is the one storyline that TNA will never copy off of them because they saw how stupid that looked. And all of you can disagree with my points, that's fine, but you can't deny that some of this stuff is just plain dumb. Some of this stuff is uncalled for. It has nothing to do with the matches. It has nothing to do with pro wrestling. You are a commentator. You do not bust your ass off to entertain fans. You just talk about matches. That is what you do. That is your job, and you are not doing it. You are not doing your job, Michael Cole. You are not. Okay, that is it for Tubeisode 5. Rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm your host, Mike Duke. And for Michael Cole, you have just been Piyp. Catch you later.